Good morning everyone, welcome to another video broadcasting again from the beautiful island of Mallorca. Look at that. How can I adjust to the background of my unkempt garden back in London? I mean, it will be so difficult to come back to reality. Yes, but while I'm here, why not keep filming a little bit more? And after the mystical experience of climbing Sacalobra, really kept thinking if climbing is really the essence of cycling. I heard some riders saying, well, I hate climbing. Yes, of course, while you are there, it's really hard. So yes, I'm going to find out and trying to answer today to this question. I'm going a bit philosophical about the subject. I'll ask all my fellow riders here. We got a mixed ability and experience. What is really the hard effort all about? Yes.
15, excellent.
Isn't it on the edges? Alright. One to the 145 is going to be a loop. I cry.
Come on. Oh, come on. It's going to be fun.
I'm going to cut you off. Of course, I agree that climbing is hard and the pain is real when you are struggling going uphill. But since I started cycling, that was for me the challenge where I had to get better at. And 3 years ago with my Merida, I still remember coming up on Richmond Park, Broomfield Hill, and struggling so much so that I had to stop. So it was a really humbling moment. In the back of my mind, still those experiences are there to remind me where I need to train for and I need to get better at. Been 87 kilos, not used to endurance sport. I know that I had to climb a steep learning curve, but yes, I want to also find out to my friends what their approach is and if they like, they hate, or they think like me now that climbing is at the core of our sport. Hey, do you like climbing?
It's not my favourite part of cycling. Unfortunately, my thighs seem to consume a fair bit of blood when climbing. I'm much better at a 10 or 20 second effort.
Some people just say, well, I hate climbing and I'm not going to.
I don't hate it. I actually think it's the challenge of climbing is better almost than trying to descend really fast. But for me, when we finish the ride at the end of the day, I'm more interested in what my max power was rather than how fast I was up a climb.
I can understand looking at the size of your thighs.
If you want to give me
These side roads amongst the villages and the fields are fantastic. It's such an enjoyable riding here in Mallorca. Cycling will not feel the same, but I'm also at the same time eager to see how my performance on the Surrey Hills is going to maybe change or improve. Definitely mentally, knowing that you can climb for 40 minutes straight pushing, it's going to give me maybe a better approach at our short punchy climbs where maybe 6 minutes is the longest you go for. Another tip for the cycling holiday in Mallorca: better with the wind to keep your mouth shut, otherwise you know you'll enjoy a diet based on insect protein. I almost swallowed one as a whole. Inevitably, we're climbing. The challenge is a lot more mental than physical. At least personally, I feel that the task ahead of you, the big climbs, might put you in a mindset where you're not performing at your best ability because you want to keep something in the tank should the worst happen, as in you end up with no energy, you are mid-climb and you can't go any further. Getting better at climbing would be managing those emotions and at the same time pushing as hard as you can to get better and reduce your time. Do you like climbing?
Climbing? Yeah, love cycling and a bit of climbing.
Is it the core of our sport, climbing, or is just another pain in the process?
It's the reward at the end of it.
I mean,
Too early for the philosophical questions.
I know, yeah. I'm going...
The hardest climbs have the best views.
One other interesting element of the climbing is the bike fit, because on Sacalobra all of us experience the same sensation, all the male riders, numbness in their region, which is not nice. It's the first time that happened to me, but we are all on different fits, different bikes, different saddles, and the same thing happened to everyone. A very strong hard effort where you have the bike always leaning up alters your position on the bike, and if you are pushing too forward with your pelvis, the numbness will happen, and yes, you might need to switch back on the saddle to sit more on the sit bones and have the blood flowing in the area. It's not the very best sensation and feeling. Not feeling. Now it's getting steep. This is where philosophy stops and the action need to take precedence. So Rian, you love climbing, or it's better not to ask while you're actually doing it?
Because I love it.
Well done.
Climbing is the best.
Imagine the climb.
Oh, it's not the same as the flat.
Roger, how did it feel to climb?
It was great. Positive mental attitude.
PMA.
That was amazing.
Oh, that was the best one ever.
Really, maybe the best road I've ever done. Oh. Yes, it might be hard going up, but the reward you get from the view and the thrill of the descent is also unbelievable. It's a nice reward to your hard effort. But again, this island is way better than I expected. The roads, the views, the rocks, the scenery. I have run out of superlatives. This is unbelievable. Wow.
Unbelievable, eh?
This route is fantastic.
Beautiful.
Well, I decided single-handedly the end of the debate, you have to enjoy climbing while cycling, because otherwise you won't be able to come up these wonderful places. I know it's hard, I know it's tough, but it is the most beautiful reward that you can imagine. Then fast descent and you can catch up your breath and keep going at it again. How are we doing, guys?
Good.
Feeling good. It's just worth it for the views. Unbelievable.
Unreal. As you know, Mallorca is also the home of Rafael Nadal, the tennis legend, and I might actually wonder if I will be lucky to meet him here for a quick interview. Where is he?
Federico, I'm so happy I enjoyed the island. The island is very, very beautiful, and yeah, you cycling very well. Maybe you can push a little bit harder on the hills, yeah, because I will drop you.
Thank you, Rafael. You're very very fit, of course you will drop me on the hills, but I'm trying to do my best here. Your island is fantastic.
Grazie Federico, grazie. I'll see you on the tennis court.
Maybe not. Coming to Portland tracks wasn't that easy. Big climbs all the way through, but as you know, the reward is always really good. So yes, big descent and also a fantastic lunch in this great village just on the coast. And here we go again. We are leaving Anthrax and there's a big climb to come back to the villa. Now you know how much I love grinding in my big ring. Here I'm a changed person. Here, the moment the gradient goes up, I stick in a small ring and I select a good gear for the back cassette. There's no point in grinding these hills. They go for long. A good pace is what is required to keep it up until the top. And also, there's no need to smash every climb, so I chose deliberately to do this one at walking pace. Why not? I guess we can't talk about climbing without talking about the way of the bike. This is a subject that lately has been disappearing from the cycling technical discussion, where aerodynamics takes the precedence. To go uphill, law of physics haven't changed, gravity is still such a force, and my personal suggestion would be anything up to 7.5 kilos if you can. It would be the best way for you to enjoy climbing with your bike. I would say that's the kind of threshold where below 7.5 kilos the bike will feel a lot more responsive. Anything above that, yes, you will feel quite a bit more on the climb. 8.5 kilos and above, definitely on the gradients I felt. So if you do want to get better at climbing, make sure that first of all, if possible, again, because prices are going up, you do get a light bike. Of course, I'm not discovering anything new, but that will put you in the best position. Guys, also, I'm not enough Australian or vegan to say that you have to have only a rim brake bike, because, you know, I'm realistic and I'm balanced in a way to admit the benefit of each system. But money wise, for £2,500, this bike with carbon wheels, carbon cockpit, 7.3 kilos is still unfortunately unachievable if you are riding disc brakes. So you will have to spend not just a bit more, but a lot more. If anyone wants to send me a disc brake bike below 7.5 kilos, more than welcome to do so. However, if it's a Dogma F, yes, I still prefer rim brakes. And guys, let me thank again Sirocco for having sent me this great kit. And, first time for me on the green bibs, and I really love them. One more tip from me. I mean, don't get silly and just come with your color coordinated small bottles because they look cool. Be sensible like me and get, you know, 2 proper large bottles, so when it's hot, hydration is a priority. Okay, coming back to the original philosophical question about climbing. Well, let's try to be serious for a split second. It's really down to how you want to enjoy the bike. I'm so happy that you guys are on a bicycle however you want to use it, and that's really what it matters. But if you want to try climbing, yes, you will open up a new world made of pain, but great reward at the same time. Definitely highly recommended. Another amazing day on the saddle. Tough day, but still it felt almost natural. Now I'm at one with the bike in perfect symbiosis. It's going to be really hard to leave this island. I wonder if I can, I don't know, maybe lose both of my passport. So that's where you are. Well done. You just nicked out to be first in the pool. Good. I can't wait to join them in the pool as well. Thank you again guys for watching. See you to the next video. Ciao.